You're gonna sit here and tell me a guy wearing "Property of Allah" written on his sweater and a Quran in his car went to unalive Americans in a bar while a self-driving Waymo car prevented ambulance from helping victims and blocked the road after we just bombed Iran because Israelis cannot fight their own wars and they hide in bunkers like rats. And now we have 3 service members who are gone for a war that does not benefit us whatsoever. You're gonna sit here and tell me that this isn't a psyop. Yeah, sorry, Americans are waking up to this. No one believes this at all.
He didn't just grab a gun and snap. He got dressed for it. Property of Allah across his chest, Iranian flag shirt underneath, 2 loaded weapons, then drove straight to the busiest street in Austin at 2 in the morning. This man knew exactly what he was doing. And the scariest part, people around him knew something was wrong long before Saturday night. Nobody did a thing. 1:58 a.m., March 1st, 2026. Buford's Backyard Beer Garden, West 6th Street. Ndiaga Diagne, 53, rolls his black Cadillac SUV down Rio Grande Street, flips his hazard lights on like he's parking, and opens fire with a pistol straight into the patio crowd. People are dropping. People are running. 911 blows up within seconds. One caller screaming, "There are people dead over here. We need help right now." Cops and EMS hit the scene in 57 seconds. 57, and he still wasn't done. He parks around the corner, comes back on foot, a AR-15 style rifle this time, walking east down 6th Street, shooting at anyone, still standing. People waiting on Ubers, people just trying to get home, nobody who had anything to do with anything. Officers cut him off at an intersection. He doesn't stop, doesn't even flinch, keeps walking forward firing. They put him down on the sidewalk. Under 5 minutes, start to finish. 3 people dead, 15 shot, 2 fighting for their lives in critical condition for days after. When police photographed him on that pavement, here is what they saw. Property of Allah in large block letters across his chest. Underneath it, a shirt patterned after the Iranian flag. His SUV had a Quran inside it. His apartment in Del Valle, federal agents found photographs of Iranian leaders pinned up and an Iranian flag on the wall. His social media was full of anti-Semitic content, anti-Christian posts, pro-Iranian material going back years. The FBI's acting special agent in charge of the San Antonio field office stood at a podium the next morning and set it straight. There were indicators on the subject and in his vehicle that indicate a potential nexus to terrorism. Now hold on, because the timing of that statement matters more than most people realize. That press conference happened one day after the United States and Israel launched a massive strike campaign against Iran, bombing Tehran, killing Supreme Leader Khamenei. Over 500 targets hit in 12 hours. The same night America effectively went to war with Iran, Diagne got dressed in that hoodie, picked up those guns and drove to 6th Street. CBS News confirmed through sources that the Iran strikes, at least in part, appeared to have been a factor in the attack. The Joint Terrorism Task Force is right now investigating whether he self-radicalized, whether he was in contact with anyone externally, and whether watching those strikes unfold that night was what finally pushed him to move. This investigation is still live, and it is still moving. Subscribe so you don't miss what breaks next. Here is where it stops being just shocking and starts being a complete failure of every system that was supposed to catch this. 2022, a Texas judge ruled Diagne had a history or pattern of committing family violence. His ex-wife walked away with sole custody of their 2 sons after he didn't even bother showing up to the hearing. A 2017 New York court record shows a woman sued him for hitting her with his car while she was on foot. Texas law enforcement confirmed multiple mental health incidents in the years before the shooting, one of them a call where officers responded because he was suicidal. Austin PD had 0 contact with him before March 1st. Not on their radar, not on the FBI's radar, not flagged anywhere. But none of that is the detail that is going to keep you up at night. December 4th, 2025, 3 months before the shooting, Diagne is working at Tesla's Gigafactory, Texas, just outside Austin. His shift has a sanctioned prayer break. A 65-year-old coworker named Lillian Brady walks past him on a path inside the facility, just trying to get by without disturbing him. He jumps up, grabs her, and throws her to the ground. No argument, no exchange, nothing. She reports it to Tesla. She reports it to the Travis County Sheriff's Office. She wants to press charges and needs his name. Tesla refuses to give it to her. The sheriff's investigation closes because they can't identify the suspect. Case gone. Man invisible. March 1st, 2026. Lillian Brady is sitting at home watching the news. His face comes across the screen. She screams. That is the man who attacked me. Her attorney, Robert Hilliard, filed a lawsuit against Tesla this week. He told CBS News he believes law enforcement had already reviewed Tesla's surveillance footage of the December assault before the shooting happened. Tesla had video. Tesla had his name. Tesla had documentation of his behavior and his volatile temperament and said absolutely nothing to nobody. A closed case. Abrayaban silence report. 3 months of nothing. And then 6th Street. Both of his guns were bought legally in San Antonio in 2017. Clean purchase, no flags, nothing to stop it. He entered the U.S. on a tourist visa in 2000, married an American, got his green card in 2006, full citizenship in 2013. Congressman Chip Roy went to the House floor this week and said it out loud. This man didn't need to be in the United States. That argument is now sitting right alongside the terrorism investigation in Washington. The FBI has not officially locked down a motive, but a man who dressed himself in a political and religious statement before a mass shooting, who had been showing violent behavior for years across 2 states, and who chose the one night America opened fire on Iran to make his move, that is not a coincidence anybody can explain away. That is a trail, a long one. And the question now is not whether the system failed. It is how many times it failed and whether anyone is actually going to be held responsible for it. Drop a comment below. Tesla, law enforcement, or the screening system that let him build to this point. What do you think broke down the worst? And subscribe. The moment the FBI drops an official motive, the full breakdown is right here.